16th player in Aggie history to break the 1,000-point barrier. She finished that game with a season-high 21 points. The grad student can score at all three levels. She can get to the hoop, she can knock down the three ball, and also has a really nice touch in the mid-range game.
All right, North Carolina A&T and Stony Brook both trying to close out perfect weekends in CAA play, and we'll have it all right here on SNY. Shania Clark back in the lineup for A&T, has missed the last two games, and here we go on the tip-off. It's won by the visiting Aggies. Our officials are Sean Good, Luke Smith, and Ashley Olson. First possession of the game. Here is Clark, one of the best players in the CAA. And down inside, Paris Locke steps through the floater, no good, and the rebound for Frost. Here's the first possession for Stony Brook without Janae Brantley today, so Chloe Oliver slides into the starting five.
Stony Brook is going to miss Brantley in so many facets of the game. Their best defender, go-to scorer, outstanding rebounder, and of course, leader on the floor.
Under 10 on the shot clock. Frau Garcia drive, floater, no good, too strong, and the rebound is pulled down by Elliott Jessup. Starting five on the floor for A&T. They've switched it up a little bit, but it's huge for them to have Shania Clark back in the lineup. They call her Baby Shaq.
Such a tough matchup inside. Great skills in the post. Gets good position down low.
You also have Crystal Hardy, number 3 in blue. Oh, nice dump off, and there's Clark. Tucker finds Clark.
The aforementioned, both of them. Clark with the finish, the nice feed by Tucker.
Hardy, the freshman, guarding Frau Garcia. It's Hardy's second career start. Starting the last game as well against Northeastern on Friday. Frost open for three, lets it fly, no good. And the rebound for Paris Locke. Locke had that game-winning bucket, a layup in double overtime at Northeastern Friday. 10 seconds remaining, she hit the game-winning shot.
In double overtime, both teams scored 9 points in the first overtime, and only 3 points for North Carolina A&T and 2 for Northeastern in the second overtime.
What a slugfest. That ball out of bounds, last touched by North Carolina A&T, so it'll stay with Stony Brook.
Stony Brook off to a slow start, 0 for 3 from the floor. They're going to have to figure out where you're going to get points today. It just can't come from Beretti with the absence of Janae Brantley.
Brantley's averaging 12 on the year. Beretti steps through, and the layup, that was a little bit off balance, no good.
Clark, a little hobble coming up the court.
She missed 2 games with a chest injury. She was elbowed in the chest against William and Mary. Up top, Locke puts up a 3. Straight away, no good. Clark the rebound and gets fouled hard. So there's her first rebound of the game. She's closing in on becoming the 6th all-time in rebounds at North Carolina A&T.
Works really hard in the post to get position as well as to rebound the basketball.
Foul is called against Potter. That's her first. She will step out.
Stony Brook's going to use a platoon today to try and guard Clark. Potter a little bit more athletic. Brown a little bit stronger in the post. 2 freshmen are going to have their hands full with Clark.
And when you talk about the front court for Stony Brook, it's really now been spearheaded by those two. But when you look at injuries, Lauren Fillion has not played this year. Alana Sellers played 3 games and is out for the season. Melissa Mwanza played the first 10 games and has not played since. Those are 3 expected to have big-time minutes in the front court.
No doubt about it. But I tell you what, Brown has really responded, as has Potter, 2 freshmen. And, that's great when you get, when you thrust a freshman into the mix and they deliver.
Beretti kicks to the corner. Frau Garcia a 3, but it's a charge. Damaya Tucker draws the charge with Beretti dishing that out to the corner. And the foul on Beretti, her first. Take a look at Pav's points for this afternoon's ball game.
Well, for North Carolina A&T, we talk about it. They have to use that size that they have, and they have to limit Stony Brook's good looks at the basket. For Stony Brook, they have to keep A&T off of the free throw line. this is a Aggie team that has taken 132 more free throws than their opponents, and also they have to defend the paint. They're doubling down quickly as soon as Clark gets the basketball, so let's see how that works out. This is not a really good three-point shooting team in North Carolina A&T, so Stony Brook is definitely sloughed down low and double team.
Almost 3 minutes gone by. Seawolves looking for their first bucket. Beretti open, but doesn't take it. Hardy closed in on her. 10 to shoot. Screen from Brown. Frau Garcia to the corner. Oliver with 3 seconds. Drives inside and missed it. Didn't get enough English on it off the glass.
Nice move, though, by Oliver. Stony Brook 0 for 6 to start the game.
Seawolves averaging 59 points per game, and a 3-ball from the corner. Jessup, the lefty stroke. It's a 7-0 run for the Aggies on the road to begin this game. It is a timeout taken by Stony Brook. 3.5 minutes into this one. And Joy McCorvey talking things over, and so we will step out. You're watching Stony Brook basketball, presented by Stony Brook Medicine. Game 3.5 minutes in. Joy McCorvey elected to take her first time out in her second season leading the Seawolves. Talking things over.
Talking a lot of things over. The former St. John standout, and she has certainly made her mark here at Stony Brook in 1.5 short seasons. She's going to come in. She preaches defense. She preaches rebounding. She preaches culture, and that is certainly what they've brought here. What an improvement they've made since day one here when we saw them play. They get better and better game in and game out, and that's what you want out of a team and out of a coach.
She's most proud of her team's toughness up to this point in the year. And they've played some really tough games the last couple, but they've pulled them out with wins. Against William and Mary on the road in overtime, and then at home against Drexel on Friday. Backdoor cut. Frau Garcia, the deuce, and the assist from Chloe Oliver.
Beautiful feed there by Oliver, and that's designed out of the timeout. Outstanding job by McCorvey and her staff.
First bucket of the game for Stony Brook comes almost 4 minutes in. A&T coming off a double overtime win against Northeastern. Freshman Hardy lines it up, puts down the three.
As I mentioned, they're not a really good three-point shooting team. They have 2 for 2 already. Nothing but the bottom of that largest lead of the game. The Aggies up 8.
Hardy, the freshman, starting in her second straight game. Her first 2 career starts. Frau Garcia chasing it all the way down, and it's a backcourt violation.
That was deflected off the leg of a Stony Brook player, and hence the backcourt violation. Stony Brook's second turnover of the game.
So we'll see some substitutions here for the Seawolves. Nala Bennett coming in. Chloe Oliver heads out. Potter's back in as well, with Brown heading to the bench.
Yeah, you're going to see some minutes by Bennett, some minutes by Cooper today to make up for the loss of Janae Brantley.
Tucker, so quick, first step all the way to the bucket, just a blow-by.
Not a good start right now for the Seawolves. They're going to have to regroup a little bit.
A&T's 4 for 6 from the floor and up 10. And Frau Garcia tried to find Potter in the pick and roll and threw it away. The Aggies so balanced so far. 12 points from 4 different scorers.
Stony Brook going with a little bit of a pressure, create some offense from defense.
Tucker guarded by Beretti. Will bring it across half court. Paris Locke, one of the 3 captains. Tucker, one of them as well with Clark. Throw it inside. Locke loses the defender, Frost, who fell. And Locke with a bucket. Tucker on the assist.
We said that A&T was going to try and utilize their size, and they have done so far. Nice feed inside to Locke in the finish.
7-0 run for North Carolina A&T over the last minute. What a start on the road for the Aggies. Frau Garcia. Free throw line J. Too strong. Good look, though. Rebound for Jessup. Seawolves are ice cold from the floor. 1 for 8 to begin this game.
They've gotten some good looks at the basket, Matt. They're just unable to get them to go.
When you don't have your leading scorer, Janae Brantley, things get even tougher. Nice block from Frost on the 3. In transition, Frost spins to her dominant hand, and the bucket goes off the glass.
Beautiful transition move there by Frost, as you mentioned. Went to the left hand off the spin.
Frost might have to step up big if Stony Brook wants to stay in this game. Inside, pass is tipped, and Potter on the pass breakup.
Nice job by Potter fronting inside against the bigger, stronger Clark.
Looking to feed Clark. This time it's out of bounds, going the other way.
There's Wolfie with the Longwood girls basketball program right behind us. They're doing a great job cheering.
They are right behind us, right in our ear.
Oh, they're awesome. A lot of enthusiasm. And that's certainly what the Seawolves need right now, down 10 early on.
That sixth man might have to come into the stands.
Longwood, one of the better female girls basketball programs on Long Island. Perennial powerhouse.
Airball 3 from Jemiah Lindsay, freshman in off the bench. Bennett mishandled it, and Frau Garcia throws it away. Another
Careless
turnover.
5 already on Stony Brook. They have to be better with the basketball.
Let's take a look at the head coach for North Carolina A&T, Terrell Robinson. He's been a staple in this program across so many different conferences, but reigning champions in the regular season in the CAA.
Absolutely former standout as an Aggie, been a head coach since 2012, a 3-time MEAC conference championship, went to 3 NCAA tournaments. Last year they were the 1 seed and got upset by William and Mary. They went 15-3 last year and got upset.
William and Mary ended up winning the tournament to go to the NCAA tournament. Pick and roll. Inside and a travel. Rachel Griffin did not have her feet set and walked. And that's a turnover.
Of course, Robinson lost the great Jordan Dorsey.
Yep.
Tremendous career, the leader for that Aggie team last year. Tucker did not play last year for North Carolina A&T. Wonder how good they would have been with her.
Was out last year with a torn ACL. Dorsey was a multi-time first-teamer, all-CAA player. Malia Bracone as well, another all-CAA player that graduated. Those two led the way last year. Oliver inside the paint, almost traveled, got rid of it. Peretti, baseline J, floater, rattles down. 2 minutes left in this first quarter. Seawolves down 8 on a 4-0 run.
They're going to have to get some stops. Get some rebounds, and get a little momentum going offensively, and there's a stop right there.
Steal from Frau Garcia to the bucket. Frau Garcia comes into this game with the second most steals in the Coastal Athletic Association. That's a big one.
Oh, great hands. Little pick in the pocket, 6-0 run for Stony Brook. And this is what Stony Brook and Joy McCorvey, this is the foundation of the program. We are going to get stops. We're going to get into you. We're going to rebound the basketball. We may not look great on offense sometimes, but we're going to create offense from defense.
Tucker up top, fake the 3. Dribble inside the arc, no good on the 2. Long rebound, Frau Garcia. Just over a minute to play in the first. Kick out. 3-point ball from Bennett. Yes! And this game has turned back to being much closer. It's back within 3.
Great job by Frau Garcia. Corrals the rebound in the corner, races up the court, finds a wide open Bennett. The Seawolves on a 9-0 run.
It was 14-2, but left wide open down on the back cut is Dariana Howard. Just a backdoor cut. So it's back up to 5, the lead for A&T. 10-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Howard, a terrific game in that victory over Northeastern the other night. Almost a double-double, 9 points, 10 rebounds coming off the bench. That's some pretty good bench production.
Well, they've got one of the best benches in the conference.
Very, very deep. They can play 11 players when healthy.
Beretti with 5 to shoot. Frau Garcia, the floater through contact. That's a tough shot, and it goes down. Seawolves are down 3. Shot clock turned off as we close out this first quarter.
Frau Garcia with 6 points already for Stony Brook.
Block with a big-time 3. She had maybe a couple more dribbles, but she decided to heave from pretty deep and knocked it down. So North Carolina A&T takes a 6-point lead into quarter number 2. It's 19-13.
That is only Locke's second three-pointer on the season. She's now 2 for 7.
A big one to end the first. Down 6. Seawolves will come back after these messages on SNY.
2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. And she's already over her season average of 5.7. She's got 6 points in the first quarter, and she is making Stony Brook go. Got them back in the basketball game with her effort, intensity, and her scoring ability.
Frau Garcia, the grad transfer from Spain originally, is where she grew up. Played her last 2 years at the University of Illinois, Chicago. Has bounced around a little bit, and as is the landscape of college basketball now.
She's going to take a well-deserved rest on a bench. I don't think she's going to be there very long.
Oliver handling the point guard duties for now. Opening possession of quarter number 2. Stony Brook went on a 9-0 run to cut it back. And then Paris Lockett, that big 3 at the buzzer. Oliver guarded by Clark, blows by her to the bucket, and a foul. Offensive, though, called against Oliver. And a charge drawn by Dariana Howard.
That's a second charge taken by the North Carolina A&T Aggies. Let's take a look at this one. Oliver with a burst to the basket. Good rotation. May have gotten there a little bit late. Tough call. That's always the toughest call in the game of basketball for the officials.
Turnover taken away by Potter. Barry Egbirika with the Euro step, too short. And here come the Aggies, who led by as many as 12 in that first quarter. Seawolves cut it back to 3 at one point.
That's the second time Potter was able to steal that inbounds pass. North Carolina A&T have to put a little bit more arc on that basketball to get it inside to Clark. They're throwing line drive passes in, and those are easily picked off.
Nice take from the freshman Hardy, coming off 6 points in her first career start. She's got 5 already. It's a 5-0 run for the Aggies. And they're back up by 8. Frau Garcia heading to the scorer's table to check back into this game, Pav.
Along with Beretti.
Frost gets open, puts it up, high arcer. No dice. Rebound pulled down by Jessup.
Game of runs so far. North Carolina A&T with a 12-0 run. Stony Brook answered with a 9-0 run of their own, and now it's a 5-0 run to start the second quarter by the Aggies.
Foul on Egbirika, that's her first. Beretti and Frau Garcia back in, along with Brown. So 3 different subs come back. Oliver, Potter, Egbirika out. Lindsay throws it inside. Howard is denied by Frost.
Nice rotation defensively there by Caitlin Frost.
2 minutes gone by in quarter number 2. Frau Garcia looking for more. Has it blocked, but a foul on Clark.
Well, this is what Stony Brook does. They defend. Great rotation. Seemingly open bucket inside. Frost denied. And Frau Garcia will continue her aggressive ways. A beautiful move to the hoop. The left hand got blocked, but also got fouled, and she'll head to the line.
That's the first foul on Clark. Frau Garcia for 2. 80% free throw shooter. Makes the first. Second in the league in total assists and total steals. And knocks down both. now at 8 points to lead Stony Brook.
Stony Brook going to show a little 1-2-2 zone here. Try and make A&T beat them from the perimeter. A&T 3 for 6 from beyond the arc so far, and a quick turnover. Great recognition by Beretti.
Beretti gives off. Frau Garcia too strong on the layup. And it was rebounded by Jessup.
That was a golden opportunity there for Stony Brook off the steal in transition.
Stony Brook shooting under 40% from the floor. A&T almost 60%. Clark can stretch the floor. Missed that time. The rebound from Jessup, but her foot on the line. So this will go the other way. Yeah, Clark can stretch the floor.
Yeah, that's a problem defensively when your 6'4" center finishes so well as she does around the basket, and she can go outside and step out and knock down a 3-ball as well.
Was on the preseason All-CAA first team. Last year was a third-team selection. Three minutes into quarter number 2. Stony Brook down 6. Bounce pass inside for Brown. The freshman going at Clark. Missed it, and Clark pulls down the rebound.
Good footwork there by Brown, just a little off with the jump hook.
Tucker, jump stop. Blocked by Frost. Her second block down low. Providing a big presence down low. Oh, Frau Garcia might have looked to dish that based on where her eyes were looking, but it went off the rim.
Yeah, I think she got caught in midair and wasn't really sure what to do with it. Threw it up at the rim.
Back and forth, some sloppy misses.
Look for Stony Brook to slow it down here a little bit. Run some time off the clock, get a good set. You want to get Beretti going offensively.
Extra pass, Bennett, a 3, off the mark. She is a sharpshooter. Made her first, that time no good. 36% from deep for Bennett on the year. Clark, pick and roll, spins, up, no good. Frost pulls down a rebound.
North Carolina A&T really runs that pick and roll action very well. They roll extremely well. They do a good job of using that ball screen, drawing the help on the defense and dishing it off.
A&T hasn't scored in over 3 minutes. Stony Brook over 2 minutes. And Tucker picks up a foul. Put her body on the line to try to draw another charge.
Obviously a staple in Terrell Robinson's defense is the rotation, giving up the body, taking the charge. They've gotten 2 already that time. Rotation very late, and that'll be a block. Stony Brook will take the basketball out of bounds underneath their own hoop.
5.5 to go in this first half. Both teams started out hot. Now we've got a battle. Beretti, a 3. Yes, that's her first of the day.
Outstanding execution on the baseline out of bounds play, drawn up by Joy McCorvey. Great screening, great recognition, and obviously getting your best shooter a knockdown 3-ball. Stony Brook on a 5-0 run. Cut the lead to 3.
Beretti's coming off 4 made threes on Friday against Drexel.
And 4 made threes against William & Mary in that overtime win. She has been shooting the ball extremely well. 4 for 5 in that overtime victory over William & Mary.
She's second in the conference in made threes this year. Joy McCorvey saying that she's as good a shooter as anyone in this league. Missed 3 from Tucker, and Bennett has a board. Well, Stony Brook's defense has stepped up big, has not allowed the Aggies to score in the last 4 minutes. They're 0 for the last 7 from the field.
And again, that's where they hang their hat. Stops and rebounds. Try and be opportunistic on the offensive end.
10 to shoot. Oliver, a jab step and a drive. Stops, goes, no good. Another one missed, down low, close to the basket. Into the hands of Oliver, and she throws it away. Here comes Tucker, going at Frost. Tucker lost handle, out of bounds, turns it over.
Great job by Frost getting back defensively to stop the break and create the turnover.
Well, Stony Brook has come back to within 3. It's getting a little sloppy, but it's 21-18, A&T in front halfway through this second quarter. 4:08 to go in quarter number 2. Here's some of the highlights from last year's matchup down in North Carolina. It was all Aggies in that one.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't a good one for the Seawolves. Zeta Gonzalez had 25. The aforementioned Jordan Dorsey also had 25. Stony Brook got outscored 32-6 in the paint by the North Carolina A&T Aggies, and it was a dominant performance on their way to, as we mentioned, the 1 seed, 15-3 conference record, but got upset, as you mentioned, by William & Mary, who went on to get the W and the bid to the NCAA tournament.
Look out here. The ball gets tapped out of bounds into the stands.
Got the assist from the Longwood girls team again.
She was carrying some of her food, almost dropped it. That would have been a disaster.
And an offensive foul there on Chloe Oliver, trying to get space to grab that inbound pass. Another turnover on the Seawolves.
Third turnover from Oliver.
And she takes a quick seat on the bench.
And
Frau Garcia, the point guards, they've got a combined 7 turnovers between the two of them.
Locke just turned it over. And now it's over 5 minutes, the scoring drought for A&T. And as good as the Aggies are at home, very tough place to play, they are just as good on the road in CAA play. Since joining the league, 21-7 on the road in conference games.
Well, talent travels, Matt. You know, when you're well coached, and even though you go on the road in a tough conference, you know, if you're good, you're well coached, you're going to win games.
And Stony Brook, notoriously known for being great at home.
5-1 already on the season this year.
They've won now over 50 games at home the last 4 seasons. So Caitlin Frost goes to the free throw line for a pair, trying to end the scoring drought of 2 minutes for Stony Brook.
Stony Brook's only loss at home was to the Red Storm, St. John's.
Frost no good on the first. She has struggled mightily from the line this year.
And by the way, this North Carolina A&T team has gone after it. On the road at Texas Tech, on the road at TCU, on the road against North Carolina, and they're also on the road against Georgia. That is a rigorous preseason schedule. Stony Brook showing a little pressure here. Tough call on Beretti. Trying to pressure Tucker. Our highlight players going at it, matched up. A little 10-on-10 crime right there.
And you would think with that kind of slate in non-conference, that prepares them to go on the road and play in the CAA.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, those games mean nothing in the win-loss column. There's another charge, this time taken by Stony Brook. Great rotation there by Potter.
Janaea Myers on the foul.
Look at the rotation here. Great job standing straight up, taking it on the chest. But getting back to that, I mean, it means nothing if you lose all of those games. The only thing, the CAA really a one-bid conference. It's coming close a couple times to getting in that large bid. But you just want to prepare for conference play.
Oof. That's a charge.
Yeah, Kareem returns the favor on the other end.
Anaya Kareem, the freshman from New Jersey, draws the charge. And a foul on Frau Garcia. That's her 5th turnover.
10 turnovers by Stony Brook. 8 by their point guards.
10 from both teams. 10 turnovers. And not a lot of points here in the second quarter. 6 minutes, the scoring drought for the Aggies. After they got off to such a great start. Top of the key. Kareem, a 3. Yes. Big time from the top of the key for Anaya Kareem, who shoots 30% from deep, but knocks it down.
It's 6'2". We talked about the size. The wings are long. Their bigs are tall. The guards. This is a really tough team to match up. They're good offensively with the size and very good defensively with their length.
Kareem only played 9 minutes against Northeastern on Friday and fouled out. 5 fouls in 9 minutes. No points. On the board, though, today. Frost, a 3 in the corner. Too strong. Oh, a rebound that came down pretty awkwardly. Myers almost went into a split, but it's a jump ball. And it's going to be North Carolina A&T basketball. She went up high and came down hard.
Good look to kick out. Frost unable to get it to go. Battling for the rebound. The incidental contact right there. Frost 1 for 4. She needs to step up offensively. Stony Brook really needs her to score the basketball, especially without Brantley in the game. Great defense by Frau Garcia. Almost creates a turnover on Myers.
Under 2 minutes to go in this half. And Kareem's 3 on the last possession ended the scoring drought of over 6 minutes. Tucker, loose ball, got it, no good. Gets her own rebound, back up. Missed it again.
Great effort, though, by Tucker. Keeping alive, getting a second opportunity.
Tucker's now 1 for 7 from the floor. Minute 20 to go. Potter double team and has it taken away, but a jump ball will give it back to Potter and back to Stony Brook.
We knew this was going to be a physical, defensive-minded contest, and we have certainly gotten that so far today, Matt.
Seawolves down 5, under the basket with 16 to shoot. Cooper drives, kick to the corner. Now Frost again open for 3 and knocks it down. Frost, her first one from deep, and it's back within 2.
Exactly what Stony Brook needed. The great extra pass by Frau Garcia, finding a wide open Frost, and she knocks it down. Stony Brook down 2 on a 9-1 run.
A minute to go before we will have a jam-packed halftime show for you. Frau Garcia almost on the steal, forces a jump. This will stay here.
Stony Brook doing a great job applying ball pressure. They're really getting after it. Cooper, Frau Garcia, Bennett doing a nice job really trying to disrupt this North Carolina A&T offense before it gets into the flow.
So Stony Brook back within 2 on a 20-10 run. 10 to shoot for North Carolina A&T. Tucker, kick out. Jessup, no good on the 3. Rebound, Frau Garcia. And we'll slow it down a little bit. About an 8-second difference. And
looking for their first tire lead right here.
Yep. Brown down the center of the lane on the pick and roll, but missed it. Shot clock turned off. 15 seconds to go in the half. Locke hit the 3 to end the first quarter. Has it in her hands, guarded by Cooper. The freshman Cooper all over Locke. 5 to go. Screen from Clark. Locke inside the arc. Chucks it up. No good. Frost the rebound. And the horn sounds.
Nice response. Yeah, nice response by the Seawolves. Getting it done defensively. Picked up the intensity. Got back into this basketball game. And we're certainly going to have a good one in the second half.
24-22. A&T went on a scoring drought of over 6 minutes and then didn't score the final 2.5 minutes of the first half. What an effort from Stony Brook's defense and a big-time adjustment. So at halftime, it's a 2-point game. Another close one in the CAA. And we'll step out. We'll have more from Stony Brook Arena next. You're watching Stony Brook basketball presented by Stony Brook Medicine. Stony Brook get back in this ballgame?
Well, they turned up the intensity defensively. They got some turnovers. They got some transition baskets. They knocked down some timely threes. They got a really good first half out of Frost, out of Frau Garcia, and out of Beretti as well. They held North Carolina A&T only 5 points in that second quarter.
Yeah, 5 points. Stony Brook scored 9, but to hold them to only 5 after 19 in the first quarter. Let's take a look at some of the stats. Even with that hot start from A&T, there's not much of a difference here.
They're really the stats, they tell a really good sign. There's not much separation whatsoever. A&T had some early points in the paint. Stony Brook cleaned that up. Both teams have to clean up the turnovers, especially by the point guards for Stony Brook. They have to do a better job of taking care of the basketball in the second half.
Stats brought to you by Block Chiropractic, and now the highlights from the first half.
Early on, it was all North Carolina A&T, and Paris Locke was dominant inside. The nice finish Stony Brook, we talked about it in transition. The good look up ahead, Frau Garcia, and in the spin cycle, Caitlin Frost with the kiss off glass. And Frost doing it on both ends. She had 3 blocks in the first half and 5 rebounds. Good move along the baseline. Crystal Hardy with the finish off glass. Excellent execution off the baseline out of bounds. Beretti with a knockdown 3 ball. And then on the other end, an answer 3 ball from the corner. Elliot Jessup knocks it down. North Carolina A&T up 2 at the half.
And our Coachman's player of the half, Sandra Frau Garcia, she did it all. 8 points, which is above her average on the year per game. She went over that in the first quarter. Also had 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal.
Did a great job taking over the leadership role without Brantley out there. Terrific first half by Sandra Frau Garcia.
So we're back for the second half in just a moment on SNY. Putting up 19 in the first, only 5 in the second. Defense made a great adjustment. They have the ball first. Beretti drives. Gets it out. Oliver puts up a 3. Cans it. And the Seawolves have their first lead of the game on the first possession of the second half.
And Chloe Oliver, only her 8th three-pointer of the season, knocks that down to start the second half.
Oliver starting in place of Janae Brantley, who is out with an injury today.
Really good ball movement that time for Stony Brook. They were looking for Beretti to come off the 3. The ball gets reversed to the other side, and Chloe Oliver knocks it down. Stony Brook on a 23-10 run.
They were down by as many as 12. Now have the lead. Paris Locke missed it on the baseline. Jay.
North Carolina A&T going to look to reestablish the paint. Get the ball inside to Clark and Locke.
Nice pass from Frau Garcia. Dishes it off. Potter in the post through the contact. And the Seawolves are up 3.
I don't think Potter initially expected that pass from Frau Garcia. Bobbled it a little bit. Was able to regain and finish.
Potter's first bucket. Taps away the pass and steals it. The Seawolves have it. Here's Oliver to the cup. Yes, it's good. Stony Brook roaring out of the gates. Up 5.
And turning defense into offense once again. That is the 3rd turnover that North Carolina A&T have committed trying to enter the pass inside to Clark. They have to do a better job of the angle and the height of that pass.
29-24. Terrell Robinson calls timeout. Wow. The intensity from Stony Brook has got them up with the lead for the first time and now up 5 as we step out. You're watching Stony Brook basketball, brought to you by Stony Brook Medicine.
5 quick second half points there by Chloe Oliver. Knocked down a 3 ball. And then on the next possession, she goes coast to coast here. And a nice finish off the glass. Stony Brook on a 7-0 run to start the third quarter.
And it's been led by the defensive intensity that forced Terrell Robinson to call timeout. They throw it inside, and it's batted away by Frau Garcia out of bounds. And the Seawolves really just have not allowed Shania Clark to get going. 8 to shoot.
They're doing a really nice job rotating, fronting, trying to deny her the basketball as much as possible.
She scored the first 4 points of the game, has not scored since. Lindsay puts it up, had it blocked. Frau Garcia then taps it out of bounds, but nobody had possession, so that's a shot clock violation.
Another turnover caused by the defense of Stony Brook. Frau Garcia has been everywhere defensively. The 12th turnover for North Carolina A&T. They're going to really need to get the Maya Tucker going offensively. 1 for 7. She only has 2 points in the contest.
Screen from Potter. Frau Garcia drives. Puts it up. Too short. Clark the rebound. Lindsay pushing it. Clark at the top. Sets a screen for Locke. 15 to shoot. Stony Brook rotating really well defensively. 8 to shoot. Screen from Clark. Locke puts it up. Deep 2. It's good.
Big time answer there by Paris Locke.
Locke's coming off 14 points, a career-high 8 assists. She had that clutch bucket, the game-winning layup with 10 seconds left in that last game against Northeastern. Frost wide open. Now Locke closed out on her. 7 to shoot. Beretti steps back. Frost with 4 to shoot. Good defense from A&T. Frost heaves and no good. Clark with another board. Locke handling. 7 points, 2 rebounds, 3 helpers today. And a chance for A&T to tie or retake the lead. Led by as many as 12 in the first quarter. 10 to shoot. Tucker for a 3-ball. In and out. Frau Garcia with a rebound. Pushes in transition to Frost. Tried to find Potter, but it's a turnover. Almost 4 minutes into this half.
Stony Brook with their 11th turnover. Both teams not doing a great job taking care of the rock.
Inside Clark is held by Potter, a foul.
Much better feed that time inside by Jessup. Threw it to the outstretched hands of Clark, where the only person who could catch it was Clark.
Second foul on Potter. She will check out with Beretti. Inside, Shania Clark. Off balance, no good. Locke, offensive rebound, cleans it up. And it's back within 1.
Tough matchup inside there for Frau Garcia to try and box out Paris Clark.
Locke now up to 9 points. Oliver drives in. Finger roll finish. Chloe Oliver on fire in this third quarter.
7 third-quarter points for Chloe Oliver. Getting it done.
Stepping up big without Janae Brantley today. Slotted into the starting lineup. Clark to stretch the floor. Bangs the 3 down. 6'4" and hits a 3. Tie game.
That's a game changer right there when she can knock down that 3-ball. Going to draw Alex Brown away from the basket.
First time we are tied. Seawolves led by 5 in this quarter. A&T led by as many as 12 in the first quarter. 10 to shoot.
Great defense up top by Lindsay.
Frau Garcia with 5 seconds. Good crossover, but lost it. But a foul.
Nice job by Frau Garcia splitting the little trap right there with a crossover dribble.
Frau Garcia with 8, 4, and 6, having a great game. 31 apiece halfway through the third quarter. And we will take a break from Long Island. You're watching Stony Brook basketball, presented by Stony Brook Medicine. Paris Locke has been leading the way for A&T after a clutch final bucket in their last game to win it.
Absolutely. She's had 4 points here in the third quarter. Kind of getting North Carolina A&T back on the flow offensively. Such a tough cover. Strong, physical, can shoot the basketball. One of the better players in the conference out of the famous McDonough School in Baltimore. More known for lacrosse than basketball, but a pretty good basketball program as well.
Great lacrosse program. Good football, too.
Locke was preseason All-CAA second team. Frau Garcia to trigger from under the basket. Nala Bennett in the game. 4.5 remaining in the third. Insert into the post for Brown. Going at Clark. This freshman steps through, but she walked. Took an extra half step on that step through.
I like the aggressiveness, the nice little inside pivot. Brown got a little bit off balance in a turnover.
Both teams with 12 turnovers now.
I don't mind that turnover. That's an aggressive turnover. Get the freshman the basketball down low. Let her operate.
And it's a dead ball turnover, too.
Almost returns the favor on the other end defensively. Stony Brook is doing a terrific job defending in the post. Deflecting passes, fronting, doubling down. Doing a nice job denying Clark inside.
What's going to separate these two teams, Bev?
Like they're both getting after it defensively. Who makes big-time shots down the stretch? I mean, it's going to be a close game. I don't see much separation, in the last 4 minutes of this quarter and then in the last quarter.
Tucker's been cold. That time nails it. And that's a big one to put A&T back up by 3.
We were just talking about him making big-time shots. Tucker with her first three-pointer. She's now got 5.
She was 1 for 8 before that shot. Cooper, she's got a quick first step. Kicks it out. Frost to answer. Yes, it's good. It's a 3.
Frost has played extremely well. 9 points, 5 rebounds, 3 blocks.
Tucker got it in the mid-range. Maybe she'll get going a little bit. That's 5 straight points.
That's certainly not what Stony Brook wants to see. You don't want to see Tucker getting going. Demaya Tucker can score points in a hurry.
Aggies in front by 1. Corner 3, Frost. She's getting hot. Back-to-back threes for Caitlin Frost. Her third on the day, and she has 12.
Stony Brook shooting 60% from that beyond the arc. 6 for 10 in the contest.
Seesaw right now with who's in front. It's the Seawolves by 2. Under 3 minutes to go in the third. Frost shooting 25% from deep, has made 3, and he has hit both of her last 2. Clark to answer, in and out. And the rebound falls into the hands of Stony Brook. Brown had it.
Great box out by Frau Garcia as she leads the break.
Cooper, mid-range pull-up. Too strong.
And then commits a frustration foul, or maybe an aggressive foul, not so much frustration, just going after the rebound. (37-35) the lead for Stony Brook. Elliott Jessup, bounce pass in for Tucker. Pulls up, too short. Rebound is corralled by Frost. Her 6th board of the game. She's got 12 and 6. And has come alive in this quarter. Screen from Brown. Frau Garcia triggers inside for her. Under 2 to go in the third. Oh, Brown just threw it away. Tucker leads the pack to the glass for the bucket.
The length and the athleticism by Tucker, anticipating with the steal, going coast to coast. And we are tied once again.
Yep. Score was off on the bug for just a moment.
Now it's 37 apiece.
We're tied again. Third time we're tied.
Brown kicks, finds the open Frost. Another 3. Oh! Third 3 of the quarter for Caitlin Frost. And Stony Brook is back up by 3.
And Frost now with 15 points, getting it done offensively for the Seawolves. Joy McCorvey jumping up and down on the sidelines, trying to keep the momentum going.
Jumping with joy.
I saw what you did there. Well done, Matt.
Few and far between.
Jessup to answer, missed it. Had it blocked, though, and Clark able to get the rebound and put it back up.
Frost with another block.
40 seconds to go in the third.
Stony Brook up by 1.
Brown drives. Gives to Cooper, who's cutting. Frau Garcia drives. Back to Cooper. Mid-range. It's good. Cooper's come in off the bench and has hit some big-time shots the last couple games.
Hit a huge one the other night in the victory against Drexel, her first three-pointer in her college career. And here she hits another big shot in the third quarter. Stony Brook here going to hold for 1. Another turnover on an entry pass inside to Clark.
5 seconds remain in this quarter. Up by 3. Frau Garcia to the cup. Missed it. Brown at the horn. No good.
I think they're going to get a foul. Brown's going to head to the free throw line for 2.
Let's see. keep it here with the officials discussing. And they'll just, nope, they're going to go to the monitor.
They're trying to decide if the foul was committed after the quarter ended.
So it's an official review presented by Stony Brook Ophthalmology. Sean Good, Luke Smith, Ashley Olson. It's Sean and Ashley at the table.
It did look like Brown got hit on the second shot, on the rebound attempt. But we're going to see if it was after the time had expired.
Let's take another look.
Frau Garcia just did not get the friendly roll right here. Brown doing a nice job keeping it alive. If they call that foul, Sean Good had his hand up well before the red.
Time back on the clock after the foul.
Oh, okay, but it is definitely a foul.
Definitely a foul. Well, we're going to make sure the foul happens before.
We got explanations there from Luke Smith. They're going to see how much time was left on the clock after Brown was fouled. So Brown was definitely fouled. They're going to put 0.6 seconds left to go on the clock, and Alex Brown with the head to free throw line for 2.
Going to try to put her team up by 5, which would tie the largest lead of the game for them. The foul's on Clark. That's her first. Alex Brown at the free throw line, freshman from Virginia, is 8 for 20 from the stripe this year. And misses the first.
Should be better because she's got a nice stroke, good rotation, good elevation. Leave that follow through out there a little bit.
0.6 of a second left. Second one good. It's a 4-point lead. And not enough time to get a shot off. So Stony Brook takes a 4-point lead into the fourth. And 10 more minutes. Should be fun. Buckle up. You're watching Stony Brook basketball presented by Stony Brook Medicine.
It's a powerful message.
We're down by as many as 12 points in the first quarter. Then Stony Brook held A&T to just 5 points in the quarter number 2. Came out of the locker room at halftime in the third quarter just absolutely storming.
Well, that was a quarter. Give a lot of credit to Caitlin Floss and Chloe Oliver. They combined for 16 third quarter points. Frost 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. Chloe Oliver got them going early on in that third quarter.
Stony Brook's largest lead was 5, up 4 currently as we begin this fourth quarter. Seawolves are looking to win their third straight.
Showing a little 1-2-2 zone right now. Matchup here. And Frau Garcia almost with a steal.
15 to shoot. Here's Tucker. Extra pass. Hardy swings it wide open. Paris Locke. No good from deep. That's not where she wants to shoot it from, but it's a foul on the rebound on Tucker, and so it'll go the other way.
Good ball movement there by A&T against Stony Brook zone. Got Locke a wide open look at a 3.
Tucker shoots under 30% from 3, or rather Locke was the one who took the 3. She shoots only 2 made 3s on the year. Now she has the steal. Right back up for 2. She likes it a lot more down low, and it's back within 2.
Stony Brook's going to have to handle this pressure of A&T.
Locke up to 11 points. Frau Garcia throws it away. Kareem almost lost handle of it. Now in a tough spot. Frau Garcia taps it off, but last touched by Frau Garcia and out of bounds. So we'll stay here. 24 to shoot. Anaya Kareem off the bench, got that steal, and then almost lost handle.
As well as Oliver and Frau Garcia have played today. They have been sloppy with the basketball. 10 turnovers between the two of them.
Hardy pulls up from the free throw line. Missed it. Rebound is fought for and won by Howard. Back up, in and out. And now Brown comes away with it.
Nice job by Brown chasing that loose rebound down.
Beretti's been pretty quiet. Only 5 points. 2 for 5 from the floor. Oliver on a blow-by. She is on fire. 9 points for Chloe Oliver.
She is certainly straight lining it to the basket. Just putting her head down, one bounce, taking it to the rack.
Very aggressive. Very efficient, 4 for 6. Seawolves back up by 4. Without Janae Brantley, their leading scorer. Howard at the top of the key. Gets a screen. Passes out. Kareem, a big-time 3 coming. Off the mark. Oliver, a rebound. That would have cut it to 1. And a chance for Stony Brook to grow this lead to its largest of the game. Frau Garcia open for 3. Too strong. Long rebound, Oliver. And with 7.5 remaining, they'll reset at the top. Frau Garcia drives. Had it stripped. Out of bounds. She was the last one who touched it, and it will go the other way.
I think it went off her leg. Frau Garcia does not like to call. Take another look at it here. Frau Garcia turns the corner. Yeah, it certainly looked like it went off her leg. Good call by the officiating crew. They've done a terrific job tonight. You got about 4 block charge calls that they got right.
29 combined turnovers in this game.
Officials blow the whistles.
The shot clock never started. Still showing 30.
They take it down 2 ticks to 28. Stony Brook leading by 4 points. Poked away by Frost. Locke got it back. Swings to Tucker. Tucker at the top to Locke. 10 to shoot. Locke trying to turn the corner. Guarded by Oliver. Is trapped in the corner. Hardy cuts and is blocked by Potter, but it falls into Clark's hands, and she goes up for the lay-in.
Unfortunate there for Stony Brook. They did a terrific job defensively. They knocked the ball away, but right into Clark's hands for the easy bucket.
2-point game. Stony Brook in front. Clark up to 11 now to tie Locke for the team lead. Oliver passes out to Frost with 10 to shoot. Beretti. Oh, so shifty with the handles. Kicks. Frau Garcia, deep ball. Too strong, and this will roll all the way out of bounds.
2 good looks there from Frau Garcia from beyond the arc. Unable to get him to go.
Good to see her being more aggressive from deep, though. A lot of times early in the season just wouldn't take that type of shot.
No, absolutely. I mean, she's been terrific. I mean, she's not taking care of the basketball too well today, but other than that, she's been very, very good. 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 8 points.
So A&T a chance to tie again or take the lead back.
I love the pressure here by Frost and Frau Garcia. Give credit to Frost there.
Frau Garcia forces the steal with Frost guarding the ball handler. 6 minutes remaining. Potter in the post. One-legged fade, no good. Good look. Rebound Howard.
Really nice move there by Potter. A little fader, a little Dirk Nowitzki one-legged shot.
Approaching the halfway point of the fourth. Inside, Clark couldn't catch it, and Cooper comes away with the interception. Cooper dribbling a ton, gets rid of it. And Beretti will let it fly. Misfired. And Locke has the board. 5.5 to go.
It's an up-and-down action right now. No team has been able to score.
2 defensive-minded teams. Tucker at the wing. 10 to shoot. Screen from Clark. Tucker guarded by Beretti. Crosses over. Down the lane and ties it. 45 apiece. And a timeout taken by North Carolina A&T with 5:04 to go. Not much separation between these two. And we are deadlocked with 5 minutes left. Stay with us. 12. Stony Brook by as many as 5. And they will close this one out before hitting the road. Not too far, though. Their closest conference opponent in Hofstra next Friday, and then back home on Sunday, a week from today, against Towson.
The battle for Long Island against the Pride of Hofstra. Then they back at home against Towson, on the road against Drexel. Terrific game we had here the other day against the Dragons. And then they got Hofstra right back here at Stony Brook Arena.
That's the rest of the January schedule for Stony Brook. And a little pressure from A&T. Halfway through this fourth quarter. Aggies with 2 timeouts left. Stony Brook with 3. Fouls a non-factor right now. And there is a foul. Called against Jemiah Lindsay of A&T. And with 4:45 to go, Stony Brook will get it under the basket.
Stony Brook yet to commit a foul in this quarter.
Cooper getting some big minutes down the stretch. And all the way inside, draws a foul.
I believe that's going to be on Lindsay once again.
That's her 4th and 2 in the last 10 seconds or so.
Cooper has really shown of late her ability, her quickness, her speed, her athleticism. She's knocked down, as you mentioned, a couple of big shots in the last 2 games. Getting more and more playing time as Joy McCorvey has more and more confidence in the freshman.
At the line for the first time today. 6 for 8 from the stripe this year. Missed the first. Freshman from Atlanta, Woodward Academy.
All the freshmen have been doing a nice job when given an opportunity. Bennett, Potter, Cooper, and Brown. Nice recruiting class for Joy McCorvey.
Cooper's dad played in the NFL for years. Deke played 6 years in the NFL as a safety for Carolina, Jacksonville, and San Francisco. Seawolves lead by 1. A&T looking for the lead. Cooper steps in front and takes it away, all the way to the basket.
The dad must have thought of that one.
Almost like a pick 6.
Yeah, she would have been high-stepping there the last 10 yards. Beautiful play there by Cooper. Almost got another one, yeah.
Seawolves up 3. Inside. Kareem turns, and it does fall. Friendly roll back to a 1-point game.
And a freshman getting the answer on the other end.
Under 4 to go in regulation. A&T's coming off a double overtime win by 1 point at Northeastern on Friday. Frau Garcia fakes the pass, drives to the cup, and got it to fall. 10 points for Frau Garcia, just took it herself.
Nice little fake handoff, the hesitation, and the finish.
Back up by 3. Tucker thought about the 3, didn't take it. Some dangerous passes. 3 for the tie, off the mark. Frau Garcia, another rebound. Here's Frost in transition, steps through, offensive foul. Well, Lindsay with 4 fouls. That would have been a hit for her, but does draw the charge. Aggressive.
Definitely saw Frost a little bit out of control in transition. Does a nice job holding her ground, drawing the charge. Another turnover on the Seawolves. That's their 17th in the contest. And A&T with another chance to tie up this ball game with a 3.
Seawolves putting the pressure on now. 2:50 to go in regulation. Frost taps it out of bounds. 16 to shoot for the Aggies.
This is the most aggressive I've seen Caitlin Frost defending on ball all season long, hounding.
She has 15, 6. 5 for 9 with 4 threes and a foul against Stony Brook off the ball.
That's their second team foul.
2:35 to go from under the basket. The Aggies will inbound. It's the 3rd foul on Potter. Lock to inbound from under the basket. Down 3. In for Tucker. She brings it out to the wing. 15 to shoot. Kareem faces up on Potter. Top of the key, Lock. Kicks. Lindsay a 3 for the tie. Too strong. Oliver one-handed rebound and pushes it in transition. 2-on-1. Bounce pass for Beretti. Missed it, but a late foul.
Nice delivery there by Frau Garcia. Stony Brook had numbers. Oliver with the rebound kicked it out, and Frau Garcia found Beretti underneath the basket. She was a little bit too far underneath. Fortunate that she drew the contact and will head to the free throw line.
That was Oliver's 5th board. Frau Garcia has 7 assists, just missed another one. And Beretti at the line to try to make this a 5-point lead, which would tie the largest of the day. Got the first, up 4. Led by 5 in the early stages of the 3rd quarter. And missed the second. Largest lead of the game for either team on Friday. Drexel or Stony Brook was Stony Brook, who led by 7. That's it. It was a tight battle, so they're used to this type of competitive nature.
As
tight games down the stretch.
All of these Coastal Conference games are going to be down the stretch, tough games. A lot of balance in the league this year.
Tucker a 3. It is good. Back within 1.
After a real quiet first half, Tucker has come to life. As she knocks down a 3, she now has 13.
That's her first make from deep today. Approaching 90 seconds remaining. Seawolves lead by 1. Frau Garcia drive, denied by Kareem. 10 to shoot. And Stony Brook will inbound from under the basket. Stony Brook calls timeout. Now with 2 remaining, both teams have 2 left. 1:28 to go. It's 51-50, Pav. And 10 to shoot.
I mean, we said it in the open. We knew this was going to be a tough physical contest. Probably going to go down to the wire. I like the timeout here by Joy McCorvey. Up 1. You have the basketball underneath your own basket. Design a little baseline out of bounds play. Look for Beretti to come off some sort of screen for a potential 3-ball and maybe a misdirection there. If they don't have anything, they have plenty of time to pull it back out, but I really like this timeout. Stony Brook does a really nice job executing on their baseline out of bounds plays.
Stony Brook looking to close this one out, up 1 with the ball. And then we'll head to Hofstra next Friday. This is the 2nd weekend of CAA play. Both teams with a win on Friday, looking to go perfect in week 2. 1:28 to go, 10 to shoot, under the basket. Frau Garcia inbounds. And turns it over, throws it right to Lock. A&T down 1 with a chance to regain the lead. Inside for Kareem, who faces up Potter. Backing down, spins, lost it. It was tipped, but it was last touched by Kareem out of bounds. And another turnover for A&T gives it back to Stony Brook. 1:07 remaining, up 1.
Stony Brook has to be careful here, taking care of the basketball, getting up the court. North Carolina A&T has pressured, has bothered them a little bit. Frost has done a nice job bringing it up for the Seawolves.
Pressure came to Frau Garcia, so Frost will bring it up. 1 minute to go in regulation. Seawolves lead by 1. $15 to shoot. Screen from Brown. Frau Garcia hesitates. Swings. Oliver. She got it. Huge shot for Chloe Oliver. And a timeout from North Carolina A&T. Seawolves back up by 4.
What a great pass here with the left hand by Frau Garcia in the corner. Finds Chloe Oliver, and she has been on fire here in the second half. 12 second half points for Chloe Oliver.
5 for 7 from the floor and 2 big ones from deep. 5 rebounds, 2 assists. And without Janae Brantley, the leading scorer, Oliver slotted into the starting lineup and has completely willed Stony Brook down the stretch. Up 4 with 43.8 to go.
She ties her season high of 12, which she had earlier against Georgian Court. Her career high is 15 against Marist. Still a little time left for her to get that.
Good stroke from the corner, and the 8th assist for Frau Garcia, approaching a double-double with 10 points and 8 assists.
So the timeout advances the ball. Aggies with 1 timeout left, Stony Brook with 2.
No fouls to give for North Carolina A&T. Stony Brook with a couple to give.
Plenty of time for your A&T. They don't need to have a 3. Get the best first shot that they can get. If it's a post-up, take it. If it's a 3, take it.
35 seconds remaining. They go inside for Kareem. Floater. Rattles out. Rebound Locke. Back up and a foul. 28.2 to go, and Paris Locke to the free throw line, down 4.
Stony Brook did everything they had to do except for box out and grab that rebound. Tough, Paris Locke, very aggressive, athletic, hits the boards really, really hard. She'll head to the free throw line. A good defense there by Brown, but may have gotten away with a little bit of a push, did Locke, as Beretti tried to box out. Locke too powerful, too strong.
60% from the stripe, and Locke missed the first.
This is the big one to make it a 1-possession game and allows A&T to set up the pressure.
Shot clock is turned off. 28.2 left. Got the second. It's a 3-point lead for Stony Brook. And a timeout taken by Stony Brook to advance the basketball. And now both teams with just 1 timeout left. Look at the CAA standings up to this point coming into today. Charleston pretty much the favorite, and then everyone else kind of in the middle of the pack.
I mean, when you have the Barbeaus, you're going to be the favorite. Terrific tandem for College of Charleston. Monmouth off to a terrific start, 10-4, 3-0 in conference. And the Tigers at 2-0. There's going to be a lot of balance in the middle there. Anywhere from 3 to 7 or 8, you're going to see a lot of teams, at 500, a game over 500. There's a lot of balance and parity in the CAA conference this year.
This would be Stony Brook's 3rd conference win to go to 3-1. If A&T turns it around, they will go to 2-2. 2-0 on the road possibly, and 0-2 at home if A&T wins. So the Seawolves advance the ball after the timeout. 28.2 left. No fouls to give for A&T. So a foul would put Stony Brook into the bonus and at the line. Frau Garcia nearly with a 5-second violation. So Joy McCorvey, who's right there next to her, calls timeout, the final one.
No more timeouts left. Now, this is a Stony Brook team that was picked 12th in the preseason conference poll, and what a job Joy McCorvey has done. They looked a little sluggish offensively early on. They were making some mistakes defensively. They've cleaned that up. They've become much better offensively, and defensively, they are shutting teams down right now.
The in-game adjustments, too, really stand out. You think of Deja Evans on Friday against Drexel, was just feasting down low. They made an adjustment, and Stony Brook took all the momentum and then won the game.
No doubt about it. Tough win on the road against William & Mary. They were in that game against Hampton. I mean, it's not easy to go down, down south and play back-to-back games. The preparation time, you play on Friday, then you're right back at it on Sunday. Doesn't give you a lot of time, but this staff is extremely hardworking. They're prepared. They prepare their players. They do a great job game planning. A lot of success coming Joy McCorvey's way here as the Stony Brook head basketball coach.
So Frau Garcia will try to inbound again. Couldn't get it in the first time, so they called timeout. Now no timeouts left. Got to get it in. Up 3.
A lot of quickness and length on the floor right now for A&T. Stony Brook has to be very careful.
Frau Garcia looking. Oh, Oliver almost got away with one and did get away with it. A&T has to foul, and they do. 22 seconds left. Frau Garcia to the free throw line for a pair, up 3.
I would have liked to see maybe one more trap there, Matt. Frau Garcia was dribbling the basketball towards the sidelines to a good trapping area. I would think just a foul, just a hair too early there for North Carolina A&T.
Still 22 seconds left. Frau Garcia 2 for 2 from the stripe. Misses the first. And now this one's big. An 80% shooter on the year coming into today. Got the second one. It's a big one. And it's a final timeout taken by Terrell Robinson and North Carolina A&T to advance the ball down 4 with 22 ticks left.
Neither team has a timeout left. You mentioned that was a big one by Frau Garcia. Makes it a 2-possession game for Stony Brook, up 4. You have to be very, very careful here. You don't want to foul a 3-point shooter, give the opportunity for a 4-point play. I don't know what Carolina A&T is going to look to do here. Either they look for the 3, a quick 3 if they get one. If not, go inside and set up the pressure really quick and foul again if they don't get the turnover.
North Carolina A&T will head back home on Friday and take on Hampton in their next game. Or next Sunday, rather. They won't play on Friday. Sometimes you get a bye where you have one game in the weekend. Seawolves ahead by 4. A&T not the best 3-point shooting team, only a 29% clip, but still plenty of time to get it inside and then continue to foul.
Yeah, certainly going to look to find, if they're going for the 3, certainly going to look to find Tucker. Probably their best 3-point shooter out on the floor, and she has the ability to get that 3 ball off even if the pressure is there defensively.
Chloe Oliver with a tremendous second half and a huge 3 in this quarter. Stepping in place of Janae Brantley, who's out with an injury today. Paris Locke will inbound for the Aggies. 22 seconds left, down 4. Jessup at the top of the key. 3 ball. Kareem, too strong. Oliver, rebound, but it's tapped out of her hands, and it's a jump ball, and this will go to Stony Brook. 12.1 remaining. And the Seawolves have the ball up 4 points.
Underneath their own basket. No timeouts left. Have to get this basketball in bounds.
Stony Brook is in the bonus.
How about Oliver? That was her 6th rebound, 12 points, all in this second half. Inbound to Frau Garcia. And they foul with 9.3 left. Frau Garcia to the line for 2. What an effort defensively after Stony Brook started this game on the wrong side of a huge run. It was 14-2 North Carolina A&T to open the game.
Yeah, tremendous adjustments by Stony Brook, Joy McCorvey and her staff. Frau Garcia now ties her career high as a Seawolf with 11. Breaks it now with 12. My apologies.
5 seconds remaining. Just not enough time for the Aggies. Down 5. Locke puts it up. This is going to be at the buzzer. It's off the mark, and Stony Brook wins it. The Seawolves win their 3rd straight conference game to go to 3-1 on the year. 56-51 the final over North Carolina A&T, the reigning CAA regular season champions.
And it was all about the defense, Matt. They did a tremendous job shutting down the post play of North Carolina A&T, contested the 3 balls, and what a job Chloe Oliver, Frau Garcia, and Caitlin Frost did offensively in the second half for Stony Brook, and that was able to come away with a hard-fought 5-point victory, and the Seawolves on a 3-game winning streak.
3 straight tight games that the Seawolves have closed out. and we will speak with the head coach, Joy McCorvey, coming up next in just a moment.
All right.
Tell us about your team's fight down the stretch and the ability to close these games out.
Yeah, it's huge. You know, it's funny. We had a tough non-conference, but we were in a lot of games similar to this, and we had to grow through those lessons and those losses. And it's prepared us for this. I continue to tell our team in non-conference, like, this is what we need to be ready and prepared for conference play. And obviously, we worked on it. We go through things like this in practice, and their confidence is just continuing to grow. And again, total team effort, people stepping up, knocking down shots, being confident, being excited on the defensive end. I think we definitely got our kills. We aimed for 7 a game. We had 6 at half. And thank goodness, because our offense was a little rough. But that's okay. It can be ugly. It can be ugly, but we were able to fight and claw and find a way.
You were on the wrong side of a 14-2 score to open the game. Defensive adjustments, what changed that allowed you to come back and obviously win the game?
Yeah, you know, honestly, in the timeout, I just told everybody to breathe because we didn't have Janae tonight, and she is a major, major part of our team on both ends, and they rely on her leadership, just the way she plays, the way she practices. So I think we got a little bit nervous at first, but they have so much confidence in each other, and I just reminded them that we're fine. We're going to go on our run, take a deep breath, settle in, and let's do what we do, and they did that. At that moment, it wasn't an X and O. We just needed to breathe.
Talk about players stepping up. Chloe Oliver, 12 points in the second half. What do you say when you hear that?
I'm just so I'm ecstatic because she works so hard, and she's in the gym. She is getting up shots. The night that Diaka was in here, she was with her. She was with her, and she continues to work on her game, and even if she doesn't know what the minutes will look like in the actual game. So I'm just so confident. I'm so proud that she was so confident, along with Kate. You know, we know Kate can shoot the 3. We know she can score the ball, but she's been in a little bit of a funk. But she knows that her coaches and her team have the utmost confidence in her, and I'm glad that it was able to go in for her tonight.
When you see multiple players step up without Brantley, the leadership, leading scorer, we talk about that all the time, but what does that say about your team, about the culture, when other players can step up?
Yeah, it's what we want. It's what we want, just the trust, the belief, the fight, the grit, and in our tougher mantra, the U is unwavering belief, and that's what it's got to be. Every single person, because they are working incredibly hard. And I said to them at the beginning of the game, I can honestly say to you, next man up, because of how you're practicing and how you're competing and how you're challenging each other every single day. And they were ready and they were confident. And you know, A&T, obviously, they're a very tough team. They're very physical. But a stat that I'm really proud of is they average 25 free throws a game. 25, they're top 10 in the nation. Top 10 in the nation.
More than their opponents.
It's ridiculous. I thought we'd take a lot of free throws. They have 20 more than us, and they were 3 for 4. That's a heck of a stat, and we talked a lot about that, of just being solid, being disciplined, and being able to take pride in your one-on-one defense, but also the team defense.
Take down the reigning CAA champions. Congratulations.
Oh, let's go. Go Seawolves.
Thanks for the time, Joy.
Thanks.
56-51, the final from Stony Brook. Seawolves have won 3 straight, 3-1 in conference play. A&T goes to 1-3. So that'll do it here from Stony Brook this afternoon. For my statistician, our statistician, Jeff Bernstein, our entire crew led by Becca Garner, my broadcast partner, Rob Pavanelli, Matt Levine saying have a great rest of your weekend. Final score 56 for Stony Brook, A&T 51. And you watched it all right here on SNY.